doing well. I had a bloomer today and had to pull him out from under the grow lights and bring him outside under the gorgeous sun out here to show you guys, because the grow lights are just no good to video under. And this is a lovely Glotophyllum, and it is just going to town today. It's been slowly blooming for a few days, but they haven't been open in the morning when I've checked, and then by the time I've remembered to check, they've been closed again in the evening. And this morning I finally caught it and just had to show you guys. And I have a little lithops that's not nearly as showy as this. These blooms are, you know, fairly large for the size of the plant, but I do have a little white lithops blooming, and a yellow one bloomed a few days ago, and I'll show you those. Well, this guy's starting to close up for the afternoon already, but this guy was blooming. These are some lithops that one of my viewers here sent me, and they were big box store ones that were really overwatered, and they've split and they're almost all out, and most of them had double heads, and they're doing really well, considering. And this is the first bloom on these guys for me. I had another one bloom last week that was yellow, but not in this pot, in a different pot, but this is the first of this pot that is bloomed. It is a lovely October morning, well, afternoon actually, and I was just out here peeking over my succulents, and I have to rewrite some labels so that they don't all completely wipe off for the winter. And I thought I would just grab a quick little video of these dunce caps blooming. Look at these, aren't these fantastic? And the bees are going absolutely insane for them. These are the flowers. I know it kind of looks like almost like dried seed heads, but these are soft, beautiful little flowers. I'll put a picture in. The caps grew up real tall, and then they open up. And the sad thing is these guys die after they bloom, but hopefully some of the little babies here will carry on, and if not, I'll grab another cluster. But the honeybees in particular, even some of the smaller ones, but they are just loving these, which is fantastic. But they were so pretty and pink and just interesting that I thought I would show you guys. We've had some pretty nice cold weather, so a lot of these things are looking a little sad and frosty, but most of the succulents are fine. These, sorry, the sun here with my shadow is gotta stay in between the or out of the way, but these guys are just some annuals, and they'll reseed themselves. You can see all the, well, maybe you can't, all the little seeds here. There we go. And they should reseed themselves, but the rest of these are cold hardy, so them dying back won't be a big problem. This is some other dunce caps that bloomed a few weeks back, and they're dying back, but we have a few little babies, so I'm hopeful. We'll see. Pretty much every single one of these guys bloomed, and I don't know entirely what's up. So this is all gonna die back, and you can see here's some spider webs and seeds. It looks kind of dusty, but if you can see the little new growth coming up there, then that'll come up next spring and be all of our new beautiful growth. The hen chicks are dying back. All these sedum kind of look pretty ugly for a while after they bloomed, but they'll all come back next year. And I don't pull any of this out until they're all really dead, and a lot of times I just wait till the spring and use any of the tops as mulch. Since these guys are in the raised beds like this, they get a bit colder, and so I use them for mulch. I got a few weeds on this, and these guys are still blooming away. Isn't that a beautiful green? Can y'all see that green fluorescent bug here? This lovely little bee. Try not to get in the light. He's just beautiful. I mean, just bright. It looks like you took sparkly green paint and just painted him. So fantastic. The bees are just going nuts over any of these little flowers that are around. But they really, really like those dunce caps. I got some weeds in here, but I was actually making potions out of them. So this is a mullein, which is a great medicinal plant, and I'm going to pull it out and use it. But I didn't want to pull them up until I was ready to use them. This guy that has taken over, and this lovely little weed grew so fast, it has kind of taken over and shaded these, which they didn't mind at all actually, this seeding here. And then there's some hidden chicks under here as well. This is just a chickweed, and I was going to throw it in a tincture. We don't have a ton of chickweed up here on our, not up here in general, just on our property right around where we are. So I was excited to have a little. I've eaten it on my salad a few times, and I was going to pull up the rest. So I'll get out here and weed this bed a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys just some of the fall stuff as they start to go to sleep and what everything looks like. They can start looking pretty sad, but there's no worries. And all these dunce caps. Alrighty, I hope you guys are doing well. I will talk to you all soon. I am in the process of setting up all of my lights and stuff in the house, and hopefully I will be able to show you guys a bit of that process and how I check over my plants before I get them all in their grow tents for the winter, etc. And until then, I will talk to you soon, and happy growing. Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. I came out to show you guys the buds on this guy. It's gonna bloom, and I was super excited, and then I peeked around the corner, and lo and behold, which I had to have my hubby come and flip the hook around the other way because it was curved around, hiding around the back, but one of them is already opening. And I'm not sure if this is this particular guy, this lovely little zigzag cactus, did not have a specific ID on it, so I'm not sure if this is a night blooming one, but I'm guessing because it looks like it's just opening, and I was out here earlier and did not notice anything at all, that it is probably a night blooming one, but we shall see if it gets bigger or smaller tonight as the evening goes on. But it is late in the evening and it is dark outside. You can see our shop in the window there, but it is dark outside. But I had to come show you guys really quick before I sat down for dinner, and I'm just gonna, I think I'm gonna make just a little compilation video of all of these blooming fantastic plants that have blossomed in the last couple of days. My Thanksgiving cactuses are budding out. The cold weather is just really snapping all these cacti into shape, and these couples have only been out here a couple weeks, this bush, but it still looks like it's got buds, and these have only been out a couple weeks too, but we got some buds coming on these guys too. So the cool weather is just doing fantastic for them. And these are Easter cactuses here and here, but so they'll bloom later. They won't bloom yet, but they will enjoy the cool weather for a little while as well. All right, that's it for now. Alrighty, well, definitely a night blooming because it is getting bigger and bigger. It's only been about, probably 45 minutes with the lights off, and since the last video, I mean, probably not even that long, maybe half an hour, and it's opening up much fuller, and I will come and check it in a little bit. And it smells heavenly, you guys. I think I forgot to mention that. It smells, the description that came to my mind was like Hawaii. It smells like plumeria to me, that with just kind of honey, you know, sweet, yeah, and plumeria. I wish there was some way to preserve the smell. It's amazing. Alrighty. Well, it is 6 in the morning and it's still nice and dark outside. Hello, guys. And this is even bigger and it smells even more amazing. The whole shop when you walk out is smelling beautifully. And we have a very pretty kitty to say hi. Yes, I know. Hi, sweetie. I know. Every morning she comes first thing. Purry, purry, purry. She just headbutts. She can't be petted enough. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yep, you make it really hard to video, though. Alrighty, we have a daylight. And the whole garage is filled with the smell, you guys. It is beyond amazing. I knew that... Yes, sweetie? I know you have to say hello every time, huh? I knew that a lot of the orchid cactuses, you know, had amazing night-smelling blooms. I just hadn't realized that these rickrack ones had the fantastic smelling blooms, so I'm just beyond excited. They are so, so yummy. And there's so many buds that are gonna come out. I can't even wait when there's a whole bunch of buds that are smelling the place up. It'll be amazing. Hi, sweetie. And this beauty opened up last night again. This is, I think, the 4th bloom this cutting has had this year. It's just going to town. They definitely don't smell good, for anyone that wonders. These guys smell kind of like rotten meat. And they don't smell great, but unless you get, I have a really sensitive nose, and unless you get close, one blossom at a time, I can totally see how if you had a large plant, you could not keep this in the house without gagging. But one blossom at a time does not overpower anything. Unless you stick your nose in it, it doesn't bother you. But if you get over here and are like digging over here in this corner or something, you kind of do get like a whiff every once in a while and you're like, wait, what is that smell? Is that, and it's almost vinegary, but raw meat-ish kind of too also, so. But they are beautiful, and I do love, love, love the hairs. Just think they're so, so beautiful. This is a Stapleia grandiflora cutting that from last year. If I didn't say that, I don't think I did actually. If I didn't say that. And it's grown a lot. It was about this tall, both of them, last year, and they are quite going to town. I'm gonna have to take them out of this little bitty pot and repot them. Give them some more room.